I'm taking you to show you Waterfalls of northern New Jersey, and here's one of the beautiful houses in the neighborhood that I was just at. And New Jersey takes a bad rap in a lot of places for not being very scenic, but I've discovered since moving here more than 7 years ago that it's actually got a lot of very beautiful parts to it, a lot of beautiful communities with nice downtowns, and you can see why it's the densest, most populated per square mile state in the United States. All right, so that's the intro, and we'll see you at the next waterfall. This is in my neighborhood, the Pines Lake neighborhood, and there's a little one-lane bridge that goes over a dam that holds back Pines Lake, and it's very pretty, so I'm going to take you there. Okay, here we are at the bridge. Here's Pines Lake that has beautiful houses all the way around it. And then this bridge, you can only have cars going in one direction at a time. So it's a line of sight thing. You have to see if there's somebody coming from the other way. There's no traffic lights or anything. And the lake looks really high. We're walking right on top of the dam here, and there's a car coming behind me, so I'll have to walk over here and we'll look back at the waterfall, which you can hear coming out underneath the dam. It's very picturesque. So there we are. We've had a lot of rain lately, so the water is really coming full force over the dam. And there's another view of Pines Lake. It's just another shot of the Pines Lake section of Wayne, New Jersey, in northern New Jersey. And there's another car waiting for me, so I've got to come back quickly. And this is a dam also in Wayne, right on the border of Pompton Lakes. This dam is holding back Pompton Lake, and it's mostly for flood control. I don't think they use the water behind the dam for drinking water, but it has floodgates in the middle for when it really rains a lot. But it's pretty overflowing right now because we've had heavy rains recently, so it's really coming over the dam. And this feeds the Pompton River, which then flows into the Passaic River, which is what I'll show you next. Waterfalls there. Welcome to Little Falls, New Jersey, founded in 1711. Pretty old. Let's just see if this is the best place to see the Little Falls of Little Falls, New Jersey. It says private property, no trespassing. It's like a senior citizens housing complex and an old mill, which is a neat thing. I make a lot of point that this is private property. I'll see if I can get an angle, a better angle of it from the road that crosses over. Well, here's the view from the bridge of Little Falls, also on the Passaic River, and it's pretty impressive. And the closest views of it are from a mill that has been converted into a senior citizen housing complex on the left. Anyway, that's great for the residents there who can look out over it. And Anyway, this caught my eye one time when I still lived in New York and I was passing through New Jersey, and it must have been during the winter because there weren't any leaves on the trees, and it was easier to see out the side of my eye. And I go, wow, it's pretty impressive. But this is just the little falls. The next one coming up will be even greater. And just before we leave the Little Falls of Little Falls, New Jersey, this is the view on the other side of the bridge, looking downriver. So it keeps cascading down. It's pretty neat. But I don't think many people know about this. There's not really any part that I've seen, and so apart from the senior citizen housing complex that takes advantage of it, Little Falls, most people just know it as the name only, not the actual falls. But it's pretty neat. I like it. This just might be the best angle to look at the next waterfall I'm going to show you, which is the Great Falls of Paterson. And it's a National Historic Site. So we'll go take a closer look from the bridge. Well, this is pretty cool, huh? On the bridge that overlooks the falls. We'll go and take a look at it from different angles. The river below. It's like the Little Niagara Falls of the New York area, New York City area. Negotiating the people. I could just look at waterfalls for hours. That's the Passaic River that is flowing over the falls. Must be another scenic overlook over here. Cool. Kind of reminds me of the biggest waterfall we saw in Iceland. About the same size. There's a man-made dam waterfall over there. One more look. Close up. Falls deep into a chasm. So yeah, there's all different kinds of views of the falls from here. Bridge we came Here's a informational plaque. You can freeze frame it on if you want, but basically it says that the falls are 77 feet high, and it's the largest waterfall by volume east of the Mississippi, surpassed only by Niagara Falls. And Alexander Hamilton visited here. Great Falls are in Paterson, New Jersey, which has kind of a iffy reputation, but I highly recommend the movie called Paterson with Adam Driver. I think it's an interesting portrait of the city, and if you know anything about Paterson, there's always this sense of impending doom, but I won't spoil the movie for you. It's a good one though. It's a nice small independent film. In the final scene of one of the final scenes of the movie takes place here at the Great Falls. So we'll take one last look at it. I'm impressed by this church-like looking structure built right by the base of the falls. And there is a last look at the falls. And there's the man himself. He gets a view of the falls in perpetuity.